we're live. Hello, everybody. This is Elijah Keating from wisdomseekers.net, emphasis on the .net, and we're here today with Maddie for Maddie's Mindful Meditation. She's a Mystic Moon Mama, which live. Hang on. Hello, everybody. This is Elijah Keating. Got it. Got it fast this time.
I say yes, it took us a little trial and error to get here again.
Well, we can blame the universe this time because that wasn't us.
No, that was not us. Something blew our hydro box out for about half an hour, 40 minutes.
Your hydro, wow.
Well, something, I don't know, a guy down the street went, and wherever the power box is, they were replacing something, and they weren't sure if they had the parts, so we might have been without power all night.
Okay, yeah, that's not fun. Well, at least it's warm enough so you don't need the heat, right?
Yeah. I said, there's definite quiet time coming up.
Well, it was for us for our 5 o'clock opening. But sorry, I'm a little tired today.
I am too. I, for some reason, woke up at, I don't know, it was like 5:30 this morning.
Yeah.
And I couldn't go back to sleep. And about 10 o'clock, I'm going, oh, Lord, I'm going to be going to bed early.
I think I am too. I got 5 hours sleep. Well, it says I got 4 hours and 41 minutes, but I know I got at least half an hour more than that because when I'm on my left side, it doesn't register I'm sleeping. So, yeah.
Well, it would never register for me then because I'm always on my right side.
Unless you maybe put it on the other wrist. I don't know. It doesn't register. I don't move my arm quite enough, so it doesn't register my steps either. At least sometimes, because I know there's times I've got more steps than they've put in. But it's interesting. So we were going to talk about mental health this time because right now there are so many people who are stressed to the max and have been. I find it's been getting progressively harder for people to deal with situations. I think from 2012, but from the beginning of January, I've noticed each month there seems to be an escalation of stress levels. So,
yeah.
And
yeah, I won't give a name, but somebody very close to me just took her life. So I think that talking about mental health is should be top priority here today.
Yeah, and the thing, what I understand from people who go into deep depressions, they don't see a way out. And I don't. So if you say reach out to somebody, talk to somebody, I don't know if that will have an effect.
Well, it won't because this person was in therapy, was every week. And yeah, she just didn't feel that she was strong enough to carry on. And the inevitable happened.
And so the hard part is those who are left behind. Because the people on the other side, I know because I'm a medium, I've seen many people who've suicided. I know that they are surrounded by loving entities that are specially trained to help with suicide. So, and there's not much we can do for people who've already got there. What do we do for people who haven't, who are left behind? Because they have to deal with this day in and day out. And part of it would be guilt. I feel guilty. Why didn't I do more?
Yeah.
And the truth is, what more could you have done? Probably
well,
not.
And that's just it. I do say that. What if? What if I would have done this? What if I would have done that? Um, I don't know what if the outcome would have been different.
I don't think so.
But how I'm not sure that I'm one to ask how to do this because right now I'm just putting one foot in front of the other.
But that's you're the perfect person to ask, what are you doing to survive? You're going to therapy, right?
I am in therapy. Yeah, I go once a week now.
And you have
Um,
really good people and you go
I
to
do I have a lot of fabulous support group around me. That's for sure.
mhm.
I go to yoga. I go to the gym. I
Not physically active enough.
Yeah, and I meet friends for lunch. I might not be able to eat much, but at least we have a conversation that doesn't lead my mind back to the
Yeah.
what ifs.
Okay. And what
Well,
is
you can be around people that lift you, that can support you. Do that as much as you can.
and you also have grandchildren that you spend a lot of time with
Yeah,
and
yeah,
they
they definitely help. They always bring a smile to my face, and they always lift my spirits and make me laugh. So my 12-year-old, who's going to be 13 on Tuesday,
oh wow.
the big tween. She's so
Yeah.
excited. So I'm going to go and pick her up on Tuesday, and we're going to go have a day, do a
Mm.
pedicure and lunch and shopping. And
And she's definitely a girl, so she loves that sort of
like
thing.
the shopping.
Uh, Definitely like shopping.
Yeah.
And,
So
and
I'm doing that, but also grieve. I mean, if you need to cry, cry,
mhm,
because holding it in isn't doing you any good. Um,
it's not. We do.
you need to have an outlet.
Yeah, I took the course years and years ago called the Kubler-Ross Death and Dying course. And you have to go through the stages. Sometimes you backpack track a few, then you go forward, and you never. It's not a straight 1, 2, 3, 4. I think there's 5 stages,
Hmm.
and
Yeah, there's 5 stages of grief.
and then you get to the place where you're angry at the universe. Yell at the universe. The universe is not going to take umbrage with you. Release your
That's actually that's what my counselor asked me today. She goes, "Do you yell or scream or yell, do anything like that?" And I said, "Yeah, yeah, I do." She
you
goes,
know
"Okay, when you're in your car," she said, "just turn your music up." She goes, "And just scream as loud as you can."
you know what I find works really well, and people have such a hard time doing it. I make people swear.
Mm, I don't have a problem with that.
Yeah. But you got to do it deep and from the gut and mean it. Because I know I've trained a few people how to swear. And the look on their face when I suggest they swear is quite, I'm sorry, that for me it's very humorous to look on their face because they're not expecting that from me.
Right.
But it works a charm. And it also puts out endorphins. Is that your cat?
That's a bird that my cat is eyeballing.
Oh,
He's going to fly right through my screen door.
uh-huh. So will the cat.
Oh, that's what I meant, my cat.
Oh, okay.
Actually, I don't know. It's Bubba. He's pretty okay with the birds. I think that he sees enough of them in that tree because he lays out on that front
Okay.
porch
And
quite often.
he's quite mellow for now too as he ages.
Yeah, I don't think that he could run and catch a bird anyways.
Uh,
Although he can jump the fence, and it's a 6, 7 foot fence with the lattice work on top.
all right on. Okay, so he can do that. Yeah,
Yeah, well, if you knew my cat, my Bubba cat, you would go, "What? Is
yeah.
he's big orange? He's like 30 pounds, but
But
he
he
can
is
jump that
orange.
fence."
He
Huh?
is orange.
Yeah.
Orange cats are different.
Yes.
Yeah.
He is that. I know now. It's like for the first 7 or 8 years that we had him, you couldn't go near him with a 10-foot pole. He'd be swatting at you and hissing you. Now he's headbutting you for like 15 hours of loving.
That is a
Just
nice,
won't stop. He likes the ear scratches, and you try and stop, he'll headbutt you to keep going.
that is a really definitely nice change. And that's another thing you can do with you like animals. be around animals.
Yes, be
Go,
around your animals.
go for a walk in nature, walk by the water, walk by the trees. Trees are healing. I can promise you, trees are very healing.
Yes, and yeah, I mean, like, everybody's different on how they grieve.
Hmm.
Um, every like I don't know. My counselor told me today. She told me I was too stoic, that I'm hiding too much of my feelings inside. She said people aren't seeing the real grieving that you're going through.
Well, I'd have to agree with you because you will talk about other things and be angry at other things, but you don't talk about your loss. And you know, who are you hide? Who are you kidding, lady?
Yeah, well, yeah, it's another step in my process.
Yeah. And I think, and I apologize, but I think with you, acknowledge to other people what's going on, that it will help you release that energy a little bit.
Hmm.
Because everybody's got somebody in their life that they've lost. No matter who they are, there's people with your little, well, not little kids, but as we age, everybody's lost somebody. Like we've all, at our age, we basically all lost our parents, right?
Hmm.
And well, at my age, not necessarily yours, but
Yeah,
so
our age group.
everybody has a understanding of what it's like to lose.
I'm just going to grab a Kleenex. Yes, sometimes it hurts a little more than others.
Yeah, and sometimes it'll hurt a little more for specific loss too.
Yeah.
And on in your case, yours is doubled up, tripled up actually, but we won't go into that because at this you have, well, you are doing extremely well, honestly. And I'm sure your therapist told you that as well, considering that there's three levels of loss that you're going through at the moment.
Hmm.
But
Yeah.
have you ever
It's,
thought about getting a tether ball or something? Remember when we were kids, we used to play
I love
tether?
tetherball. I was very good at it.
Yeah, we can beat the crap out of the tether ball.
Oh, I should go get a punching bag, maybe.
Yeah. Well, I think a tether ball might be cheap punching bag. You can
I have
get
no
the,
place to put a tetherball.
you can get one off of Amazon for like $100.
I know I don't have any place to really put one.
You'd have to put it outside,
Hmm.
and you'd have to put it in cement because, right?
Well, there's a problem because I've already got my whole yard's already pretty much
What
cement.
about the front part?
Then I would have every kid in the neighborhood over here.
That's true. You don't want to show that part. So they have small ones, you for
I'll
kids.
find something.
But
I'll find something and beat the crap out of it.
well, that's one thing I have recommended to people for years. Go take kickboxing or
Yeah.
Tai Chi, not Tai Chi, or I can't do Tai Chi because my knees, right? And my
Oh, you
hand,
should try qigong. Qigong would be really good because you don't.
no knees.
I don't know why I have a screen door.
Just so you can wreck it.
You just crawl right underneath it.
Maybe keeps the flies out.
Well, it's going to be to the point pretty soon where it won't even keep flies out.
Yeah. Actually, they're easy to fix
Well, this is one of those mirage doors.
where you pull it, right? I
Yeah,
know, I remember I can never open it.
I know. Nobody can open it.
But you
Nobody can open it except for Charlie when he was 7 weeks old. Took that sucker right off the hinge because he discovered outside.
yeah. But all you need to do is put it onto a wire or a piece of metal and the clip, right?
It's the bottom part that, not the door part.
Okay. So I don't know. I know because we've changed our own.
Oh yeah, yeah. We do that with this one all the time.
Okay, so that's probably something you have to pay for then. Yay.
Yeah, it'd be like a new door.
Yeah,
We're just going to put up with it.
I think, yeah, especially with the price has gone up it's gone up a whole full 25 points today. Hey,
Yep.
after I have to remortgage this September, October.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm not looking forward to that.
Nope.
I tried to remortgage earlier and they said, well, you have to pay everything off at once then. I'm like, okay, that's not going to happen.
They make it so difficult, you know? I mean,
Especially,
especially with people that are trying to buy a house. I mean, they're paying $2,000 a month for damn mortgage for rent.
uh-huh.
What makes you think they can't afford to pay $1,400 for a mortgage payment?
I would answer that, but then they kick me off YouTube, so I won't.
Well, yeah, but it's infuriating, and I can see why young people would get so frustrated and
Yeah,
feeling feeling like there's never going to see a house.
yeah. Well, one of the ways to see a house is to inherit it, but then they'll probably, anyhow, there's a lot of things about that we cannot get into. Yeah,
Well, not exactly spiritual either.
well, actually, it is. It has a lot to do with spirituality because the more people wake up and look at that and go, I'm out of the matrix,
Hmm.
the better it is. So it might be that all this kimchi is happening so that we will wake up and get out of the matrix.
We also have the 17th to talk about.
Yeah, that's supposed to be the nodes are moving into Aries. North node's moving into Aries, and the south node is moving into Libra, and the the north node is the positive, yes we can, and the south node is that no you can't, kind of. So it should be interesting. But
Well, this just popped up. It has, I mean, it's June 17th. I put in June 17th, 2023. So we have National Eat Your Vegetables Day.
okay.
We have National Root Beer Day.
Oh, I like that one.
We have National Cherry Tart Day. I like that one.
I like tart cherries too.
National Mascot Day. World Crocodile Day.
I can live without that one.
National Apple Strudel Day.
I like that one.
Global Garbage Man Day.
We need them for sure.
Yeah. World Juggling Day.
Actually, they say if you juggle, it's good for your brain to
Oh,
extend
I
your.
would think because you have to work both sides. Right?
Yeah. So that one we can go with. Yeah. I like
And the last one is the World Day to Combat Desertification and Drought.
what?
It's World Day to Combat Desertification and Drought.
What are the two got to doing with each other?
I'm just reading.
And honestly, from a spiritual point of view, if you want to combat it, you're going to lose because what you resist persists, right? So anyhow, that's an interesting one.
Just thought I'd put that out there because that's what popped up when I put in June 17th.
Oh, I tried to find some stuff on June 17th, and all I got was astrology. If you're born on this day. But one of the things I do know, because I listened to TikTok, was the cardinal signs are going to life is going to change in the next year and a half dramatically. So I don't know if that's good or bad, but every time I look at every time a number pops out, it says your future is going to change very quickly.
Oh,
Yeah, that's the
Well,
numbers I've been getting.
I'm used to this. I'm getting used to this change quickly thing.
It's not fun, is it?
No,
You can
no,
actually
it is not.
you can ask to have it slow down, and I would recommend you do. I never recommend fast change for
I
anybody.
have, I haven't. I have not asked for fast change whatsoever. I've said I will welcome the change with
Hmm.
even grace, slowly.
Yeah, and you got it. Maybe yell it from the rooftops. I don't know, but so far I haven't. My fast change hasn't hit anything yet, so I'm not asking for it yet. But a good friend of mine, when her she she's in Hollywood.
Hmm.
When she when her fast change starts, it should reflect on me or us wisdom seekers, and we may get fast change about a year and a half after she gets her fast change because she wants to put us on TV, right? So I think
Don't
it's all right to say
you think
that
that would
now.
be good?
Pardon?
Don't you think that would be good?
I'm not sure I'm not sure that would be good for me, but it would be great for my readers.
Hmm.
I'm getting to the stage where do I want long days? And I can see everybody treating me like,
Great.
you need to go have your nap now. And I'm going, do I want that? I don't, no, I don't think so.
Hmm.
But because I am a little older than most of my readers, right? So yeah, it would be fun, but it depends on how much work there's involved in it.
Great.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, there is that.
Yeah,
There.
well, it's the fact that they probably be treating me with kid gloves and putting me to bed at by 9 o'clock bothers me.
Hmm.
But
I
anyway,
can't find anything. The only thing I can find on June 17th is just about astrology too. Doesn't
well,
matter. Doesn't matter what I put in here.
yeah, that's not fun. But I do know it's supposed to be a huge day of change, and we're supposed to be listening, not listening. We're supposed to be paying attention to the change. And what else? July energy update. What's his name? Lee Harris was talking about this.
Yeah, I just listened to that too.
Yeah, he was saying that. Well, he's talking about cocooning, and I'm going, oh, I wish I could do that,
Uh-huh.
but I don't think that's on the books right now. And but he's talking about this. He was the one talking about fast forward, and I've been saying that for a while now for a lot of my readings. That when the first domino falls, it's going to be hair straight back. So
Hang on.
yeah, and love. He was talking about love. And I
Yeah.
think the love, which is something I get constantly, is actually when I did the last one today, it was all major arcana, like 6 or 7 major arcana, nothing minor. It was all about loving and being in balance, and again, it comes to loving yourself. That's the first place to go, is to love yourself. Which, if we go back to how do we deal with loss? One of the things is to put yourself first, to allow yourself to look at yourself. And I find that there's 3 stages. First of all, you accept responsibility. And then, for instance, you're feeling guilty, but you accept responsibility would be that was not my place to do anything. There was nothing I could do. That would be how you would accept responsibility. But in other people, it would be, what is in me that's creating that outside of me? And that, so when they, because most people will point their finger at other people, that say, oh, I'm not dealing with it. But after you accept responsibility, the second thing is to forgive yourself. And that is something that is vitally important. The trick is you have to mean it. You cannot pretend, because the only person, pardon me, the only entity that you have to prove it to is the universe, and the universe knows.
Yes. No
And the,
lying. No lying to the universe.
no lying to the universe. And the third thing is love yourself. And that's 49% in service to yourself first, then 51 in service to yourself second. And that's because we need to be 51% in service to others to help raise the universal energy. So somebody was saying that 24% of the world has woken up, which is better than it was 10 years ago when it was like 30 million.
I think it's more. I really think it's more.
But it doesn't really matter if it is, because for each person that's awoke, not woke, but awoken,
Yeah.
they're like 32 to 38 or 7% times people who are not awakened. So one person that's awoke to 37%, 30%, 37 others who are not awake. So you times 24 by 37. That's a pretty good number.
Yeah.
And the higher you vibrate, the higher that energy is. And a lot of people are vibrating so much higher than they were. You just look on TV, on the internet, you plug in channeling, you get whoom. And it's
Hmm.
not that I it's not that I how do I say this? Channeling is not my go-to. I don't approve. I don't When it first started, I was around when it first started in the 70s. Then it was fine. But there still was a lot of ego involved.
Hmm.
Now it's quite easy for the other entities to steal the channel, and you might start off great, but it slowly becomes mixed. So there's very few channels I really want to listen to,
Hmm.
which is just a total aside from what I was saying. Okay, and another thing that people can do who are dealing with loss is find something to laugh about.
Yes, somebody did say that to me. Try to find one thing to laugh about a day.
I try to send you jokes all the time.
And I do. And I
Yeah,
do get.
yeah. And with you can giggle at it or laugh at it or even laugh at your own foibles. It does make life easier for a minute. And there and
And I think another thing too is I'm I'm having a hard time with this, but I am going to tell you, believe that the universe really does have your back, that they are doing for you what is in your best interest, even though you don't understand it. I
that
don't get it, but
but at this
I've got
point,
to believe that something better is out there for me, right?
yes, and I do think there is, but I also think you at this point you want to scream and yell at the universe and tell it how to behave.
Oh, I have numerous times.
But don't stop. This is what you're talking about. I call this is the sun card, but how I read it is as the joy card, which is I know that what I'm doing is absolutely right, and there's no lack of confidence. And what I recommend is people take this joy and metaphorically down the center of your back like a pole. And when you get thrown off balance, because we all do, we know we can reach out to it and pull ourselves back to the center. And I am a proponent of the middle way. Not too high, not too low, not too much, not too little. So it's grounding. And also that goes along with walking in the woods or digging in your garden and things. Grounding is so good for people who are.
Yeah, if you have water around you that you can get to,
We are
that
lucky.
I
We,
am.
yeah.
Yeah,
So you have a creek not even that far from you, right?
yeah. Just for the whole time I've lived here, I don't even think I've been there.
It's like this big a creek. That's why.
But it's only like a half a block away too.
Yeah. I
Oh
think
no, that's not true. I have walked down to it in the spring times when it's overrun, and I do have videos of it. And
yeah,
yeah,
but it's
yeah,
running. If you're being chased by fairies and you cross that running water, they cannot follow you.
mm,
I read a lot of books, fairy books, but I do like mythology books, honestly.
mm-hmm,
So I know that that was irrelevant.
mm-hmm.
So I think basically the 17th is a day of change. One thing that Lee Harris said that I haven't been saying, but I have been saying, we're saying that the money situation is going to change for people,
Yeah,
and I think it is. But what he said was different from what I said, which it's going to come in and it's going to be just the opposite of what's happening in the governments and things like that, or what's happening with WEF. It's where they want to make everything digital and this and that. So it's not about money, it's about abundance and different ways of perceiving abundance. And I thought that was
yeah.
pretty important.
There was actually something else that they said that now that you mentioned Lee Harris again, it was his channel that I listened to with the Z's
Yeah.
about losing people from your life. And what he said was, and once again, I don't understand this one, but I have to trust it. You lose people out of your life because they're not meant to be on your next journey in life.
And I agree 50%, but I know with Destiny that she's on the next part of your journey with you just from another level.
Yeah,
And I,
and on the earth plane, though.
yeah, on the earth plane, but
On
she,
the earth plane, they cannot continue your journey, what you're supposed to be doing here.
and
But
the
like
thing
you said,
is,
they do help us from the other side, for sure.
what Destiny's kind of said to me is you're meant to do something on a higher order than you anticipated. So I'm not sure it's meditation, actually. It could be something totally different. But it has been suggested that because of what you've gone through, you understand things more and you will be helping on a different vibrational level, which doesn't help.
Not really.
No, I know
Just
it doesn't, but
it just
eventually you'll understand.
yeah. Um, it just saddens me, I guess, to know that I'm going to be helping people that are going to be losing their children too.
And it might not be that.
It might not be, but
I don't think it's okay. I don't know who that is. Somebody just called me. I I don't think it is actually, honestly. I think it's
Well, they're going to be experiencing loss of some kind, and
everybody experiences loss, unfortunately, right now. That's just not something we have a right we you lose your boyfriend, you lose your girlfriend, you lose a job, and they're all
there's
traumatic.
all kinds of grieving, that's for sure.
Yeah, and once you know how to grieve, once you once you've got to a certain level, it's not that you grieve for them, but you can support them in their grief.
Yeah,
And I don't know, I can't tell you how you're going to do it because you're not going to do it the way I do things. You're going to do it the way you do things.
I won't know either until I'm faced with it,
Well, sometimes you don't even know until you're halfway through.
right?
You might end up.
I might not even know I'm doing it at all, but somebody else might go, "Oh my God, look at I'm
Yeah,
getting this off of her, and I'm getting that from her."
and you're a highly evolved medium, not a medium, pardon. You're really good at energy. Who's to say that you're not going to be one of these magic healers that just comes along, puts your arm around them, and people get better?
I feel that,
Yeah, so it's a very, because you've always been over the top powerful when it comes to I know I used to have to pull you in.
I don't get it.
That's
I
because,
don't get it, but as long as you do,
but the thing is, with you're really good at something, you don't see that you're good at it. You just think, well, anybody can do that. Well, and the truth is, you're
well,
really good at
yeah,
it.
you do look at things like that you can do easily,
Yeah.
and you think, why can't you do that? But I'm not doing anything special,
But
right?
that all it means is you've done it so many times in the other lifetimes that sorry, I just got some information. It comes, why do you do it in the middle when I'm talking, eh? No, you've done it so many lifetimes that it's just, oh no, I can do that. You're just born with it. It's so
Hmm.
like some people are born in mathematicians or pianists and they can play guitar. They're mad crazy pianists or guitar players at 3 years old.
Right.
No, it's because they've done it so many times. I think we've got a lot of guitar players coming back from the 70s, honestly.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Oh, good music in the 70s.
We had the best music back then.
Oh, yeah. So Jennifer says, hello, lovely ladies. Hope you're all doing well. We're actually, I'm doing well. Maddie's surviving, but she's doing a good job of surviving.
I just thought it was important to come on here today. Haven't been on for a month. It's been a month since I've been here.
That,
And I
yeah,
just thought it was important to come here today so we could discuss mental health.
yeah. And, and, and at this moment, mental health is a priority because, like I said, it's been getting stronger and stronger and stronger.
And I think that the energies are they're getting stronger, and things are happening, and they're happening fast and faster and faster. And
So I talked to this lady the other day for about half an hour, 40 minutes. And she messaged me and says, I've had this problem for years and it's gone with half an hour. And I can't take responsibility for that, but I can take responsibility for helping her do through it. But of course, I can't heal her. She can only heal herself. But the energies are such that it slid in and pushed it up, and she had an aha moment. So yeah,
that's good.
yeah. But that's the point. The energies are getting so powerful that what we thought we could never do, it's 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 happening really quickly.
Yeah. And so, with the energies that are going on out there too, are making me dizzy,
Mm-hmm.
tired,
Headachy.
headachy. My ears are ringing louder than they normally do.
We have a coronial mass ejection just went through, so it'd be hitting about now. There's
Ah,
two
right.
of them. I don't know how big they were, but there's two at once. So that will affect your electrical system, which is your,
Yeah, I'm dizzier in the last little bit than I have been for the last few days. It's just been for the last couple of weeks slamming me every day.
your eyes are changed though.
My eyes? Well, and isn't that something? I don't know if I told you or not. My handyman Bob has a 12-year-old son, and I stopped by their house yesterday so he could look at my car. It doesn't have a dipstick, so a thing came up saying I needed oil. So I was like, okay, I have no idea how to find out how much oil I need. So I stopped by his place, and his son was outside, and I was standing in the sunshine at a certain angle. 12 years old. He goes, oh, Maddie, your eyes are so beautiful in this light.
Oh, that's so cool. That is, that's,
Oh my God, what a charmer already at 12. I said, I cannot wait to have you as a great, as a step grandson
yeah.
because he's very close with both my granddaughters.
Oh, cool. And I noticed that people's eyes are changing this last week, just this last week. And so, but I mean, I would recommend for you that you maybe meditate on maybe Oriental lifetimes, maybe Buddhist, I don't know.
That I
Or,
should,
pardon?
that I should meditate on them.
Yeah, because your eyes have got a very Oriental slant to them,
Oh,
which has never seen
oh
before.
my God. Isn't that funny? My mom was right. I used to love Asian eyes. I would do this all the time, and my mom would go, keep doing that, and they're going to stay like that. So I, all the time, was like
Oh, that's amazing. That's cute. I mean, you probably liked it because you probably liked it because you probably had a lot of lifetimes as a
this.
on as a Oriental, right?
Huh. Well,
That
that would
makes
make sense.
you like Chinese food.
Yeah, love it.
Usually, you like with the reincarnate people we reincarnated with. Usually, like their food.
Hmm.
And quite frankly, I like everybody's food, so I must have been around the world.
Well, I do too. I haven't found anything that I don't really like yet.
Yeah. Well, I thinking maybe Eskimo. I might not care for that, but I'm not sure.
Escargot?
Well, raw
Is that what
fish.
you said?
I like
Oh,
raw
delicious.
fish, but
I've tasted. I have had escargot and I love it.
I like escargot, but that's French.
Oh, oh, what did you say?
Eskimo.
Oh, Eskimo. Haven't tried that, so
I
I
mean,
wouldn't
I
know.
haven't either, but it's a very car
Yeah, fish.
heavy
Yeah,
omega oil fish. But when you're up in the North Country, you need that.
yeah,
So yeah, but I might even like that because I have I don't mind eating raw fish. I don't mind eating raw meat. I just so
yeah,
I should let you go so you can do your meditation now. Hey, we've talked for a while now.
yeah. I guess we have been on for a little while, but we did talk about some important things.
Yes, I think so.
And yeah, as cliche as it is, if you are going through tough times, please, 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 please reach out to somebody. Find somebody to talk to. Find your local hospice society. Doesn't matter if you've lost people to cancer or not, grieving is grieving, and they will take you on. They will give you a counselor to talk to, and it is free.
And the thing is, even with you're down in the depth of hell,
Yeah,
you try, see what happens.
yeah, just try. That's all
And
you can do.
if you can get, even if you can do one step up at it, even if it's a mini step up, it is movement.
And as my grief counselor said when I first started going, she goes, you don't necessarily even have to have anybody that died. It doesn't matter. You can lose your job that you've had for 30 years. You can lose your relationship that you've had for 35 years or 40 years. You can lose, not
And
necessarily
that
through a death either.
can be your dog. I
It can
mean,
be anything. Grief is grief.
yeah, it doesn't matter. It might be you lose who you think you were.
Or that. And that's probably a big one, right?
Oh, that's a huge one. When you turn around and you have a tower moment and you go, I am not who I thought I was. Yeah, that's hard.
Mm-hmm.
Especially if you're older and it's harder to change your thinking. So I like that. That's beautiful.
I know. I love it too.
Yeah. So anyhow, yeah, it doesn't matter who you are. Reach out, see
Yeah.
what happens. Okay. Well, I'm going to go now.
Okay. We'll talk to you soon, I'm sure.
Oh, yes.
And
I,
thank you again.
oh,
Thank
oh,
you for letting me
no,
come on today and discuss this
we
issue of mental health.
we play off against each other really well. I like talking with you.
Well, it has been almost a month since I've been here. I still wasn't sure that I was prepared to come on tonight, but I felt the need to do it. Oh, my poor cat. Every time my cat sees this, he runs for the hills because he thinks for some reason I'm going to beat him with it, or I don't know. He's a nut. So we're going to ask the angels to please come into our meditation, bring us peace, love, and light. Just going to let that go for a few more minutes. Take in a nice deep breath and exhale. All right. So I would like you to please find a comfortable spot, one that you will be able to stay in for the next few minutes. Sink down into your seat. Feel your body meld into your chair. Take in a deep breath. Slowly exhale. Take in another deep breath. Hold. And slowly exhale. One more inhale. Hold. And exhale anything negative, anything toxic, anything not for your highest good. See yourself releasing it. And feel yourself sink further into your seat. You feel so comfortable, so relaxed. You take in a few more deep breaths. You feel your stomach rise and fall, bringing you closer to a peaceful feeling, allowing your soul to engage in complete satisfaction. As your body stills, so does your mind. You take in another deep breath. And as you do, you pull up a calming energy up through your feet. You see a beautiful deep blue filling your legs, coming up through your abdomen, your stomach, chest, throat, and see this beautiful blue light come out through the top of your head, enveloping you in this beautiful energy, swirling all around you, filling you with the most amazing feeling, cocooning you with the color of healing, love, and compassion. As you feel this delicious light circle you, you can feel any emotions come up to the surface that are no longer for your highest good. You send them up to the universe to be cleansed and return to you. Only when that has been done, you may feel a sadness or a sense of loss. But please, dear one, do not dwell. This too shall pass. This is your way. The universe is helping you rid of any lower vibrations to bring your body into complete oneness with your mind, body, and soul. You feel so free. You close your eyes and you see yourself lying at the top of a hill. It's getting dark and you can see some stars appearing. The wind is blowing gently. And there must be wildflowers around you, as the air is quite heavily intoxicated with the scent of perfume. You lay quiet, feeling so relaxed, so comfortable. You look up to the sky, and more stars have appeared. The moon is just a sliver of light, making the sky even darker. You take in a deep breath. The air smells so good. It's so crisp and fresh. Slowly exhale. As you do, a smile comes across your lips. You feel so refreshed, so calm. You can feel another energy come up through your feet, going up your legs, into your abdomen, your stomach, and your chest. You're feeling so relaxed. Energy continues up into your throat and up into your head, and once again showers this energy all around you. The color of it is for you to see what you need in this moment, at this time. It's like a soft rain shower, ridding you of any tiny bits of negative energy that may still be with you. As the last of the energy leaves you, you can glance up to the sky in time to see stars shooting across the universe. One follows another, and another, and another, filling you with so much love. Your heart holds so much gratitude for all the world has to offer. The beauty of it all takes your breath away. You have so many good things to be thankful for. You take in a deep breath and slowly exhale. Take in another deep breath. This time, you can feel your power returning to you, and knowing that whatever happens, you will handle with ease and grace. Close your eyes. Take in another deep breath. Slowly return to the present moment. Feel your breath. Feel your stomach rise and fall. And slowly open your eyes. And welcome back to the here and now. I'd like to thank you so much for being here this evening. I've truly missed being here. I hope to continue to be here every 2 weeks. No reason that I shouldn't. This meditation was one that I had just picked out again, and they just always seem to resonate with something that Elijah and I have talked about. It's the universe giving synchronicities and messages, I guess. So with that, I'm going to, excuse me, I'm going to say, my heart feels your heart, and please don't forget to spread the love. Namaste.